All right. Let's see what we got here. Turn the volume down a little bit there. Okay. Uh-oh. You guys are going to hear a little Windows noise in a second, because I just got a video rendering. All right. Hello there, my friends. Totally different type of deal today than usual. Well, hey there, Sans Serif, Samantha, and whoever else is around who's being all cagey and quiet. Hope you all are well today. Another super random, super informal stream we got going today, because I want to share with you all some of my, I want to say progress. I hope it's progress. Man, I look tired, don't I? It's because I got up at like 5 in the morning today. And a special job to take care of. Let's see here. All right, I have no more than 2 hours for this stream. Basically just going to be showing you guys what I've been working on in my spare time. I know it's totally random. Thanks for the likes, by the way. Everybody who's here looks like has already hit like. That's good. Appreciate that. Yeah. Eventful day, probably all the way around. It's a Friday. You know. Beautiful day to be alive. I'll say that. How's everybody else doing? Tell me about your day, if you want. What's up there, Tariko? Yeah, there's the Windows sound I told you about. All right. Let me save this. I just finished working on some editing my videos that I recorded a couple weeks ago on the stream. I'll bring that down a little bit. Okay, so before I show you guys what I'm working on, because I kind of want it to be somewhat of a reveal, I got this idea. You all know that I've been working on, been thinking about doing comics, and I've been thinking about that for a long time. Actually, I did a comic a long time ago. I would have to look for it and see if I can find it. But, oh, my voice sounds different. Must be, maybe it's the position of the microphone. Maybe I'm too far away. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just tired. Tariko, you said you had a very delicious hamburger for lunch, stuffed with cheese, topped with onions and cabbage, tangy sauce. That sounds amazing. Now, I'm feeling pretty good. Well, I mean, I'm having some back troubles lately, but it's all good. Just, big fan, much love. Awesome. Thank you very much, my friend. Good to have you here. Zen, what is up, my friend? Yeah, so I've been thinking about doing comics for a long time, and I've been wanting to really get into it. And every time I start a project, I always start something that's really huge and hard for me to really complete. I get into it, and it turns out to be a big thing, and I end up not finishing it sometimes. And I like having things that I can put under my belt, you know, have it done and move on with my life and learn and grow from each thing. So what I did was, I had this idea, just came into my head a while ago, where if you all remember, wait a minute, before I go there, I started coming up with all these ideas for these comic book stories. I think I was talking about this last stream when I was drawing the thumbnails, but I started coming up with these ideas for a comic, and every time I tried to come up with a short comic idea, it would eventually explode and balloon into something way bigger, where it became something where I'm thinking, man, I don't know if I have the skills or the technique to be able to do this, to do it justice the way I want to. So I started another story, and then that story became something that's probably going to be at least a 30-40 page comic. The first one that I was going to try to do real quick and short ended up being like a graphic novel level of a story length. So I said, you know what, how can I hone my comic skills and at the same time tell a story with a shorter amount of pages, a smaller number of drawings. And I thought, you know what, I wrote like 30 two-sentence horror stories. So what if some of those were the type of stories that lended themselves to comic, like a comic form? So I started looking at my old file that I had with all these two-sentence horror stories that I've been writing every once in a while. One pops into my head and I'll throw it in there, and it's about 30 of them now. And I found like 10 or 15 stories in there that I decided I would try to make like a 1 or 2 page comic book or comic for each one, almost like a comic strip sort of, but in like a regular comic page format. And that would hone my ability to create comic book looking art, to do paneling and lettering and all that stuff, and set up a scene, but also break it down into these like bite-sized portions that I can do and have it done, and like, hey, all right, here it is, this is what I did. And I decided to test that with one particular story, and that's what I'm about to show you right now. Yeah, I am going to rest, but before that, I am going to show you guys. I'm really excited, and I always jump the gun, and you know, it is what it is. It's just who I am, and it's not done yet, and I've been working on it for hours and hours because I'm just taking I don't know the shortcuts yet, and I don't have the quick, smooth motion that most people probably have after years of doing comics, and so I'm honing my craft right now. That's what I'm going to show you all. So I thought of this. This right now, this is kind of like the messed up. I meant to preserve the sketch, but I didn't, unfortunately, because as I ink and stuff like that, sometimes I erase pieces of it, but you'll see in a second. But this is kind of, I mean, if you look at it, it looks like a comic book, right? It looks like a comic book page, and it's not the greatest, but it does look like it. So I think I'm starting to pull off the look a little bit. Then, yeah, the point of this stream was to just do it, and you know, I was gonna be drawing anyway right now, so I said, you know what, might as well bring the dreamers in and see what they think about it. That way I have somebody to give me a little feedback, and I can get this little monkey off my back of wanting to share this with people and show them what I'm doing, and show someone what I'm doing and my progress that I'm making on it. So this is what I did was draw a little sketch and everything, and then I did the sort of pencils and refined it little by little. And let me see here, I'll bring this over here so you can see it more clearly. And inks, I'm not sure about the inks yet, the shading and everything. Looks like I might have overdone it a little bit, but we'll go with it for now. And so here's the story. The two-sentence horror story, you might recall, was one of my favorites. She was furious when her boyfriend wouldn't answer her. She spent nearly a minute yelling at him before she noticed her own body lying in the hospital bed. So, yeah, I definitely went overboard on the shading. But you could kind of see I don't know how well you all can see it and how it translates, but this looks kind of like a comic to me. It looks okay. Y'all tell me. You tell me if it looks decent. I started doing the another layer of like lighter shading here, and that's what I'm gonna continue working on. That's what I'm gonna continue working on right now. Oh yeah, by the way, this thing keeps losing focus. I'm actually standing up too, so I might look. I mean, the whole thing, this whole visual is different because I am standing up. I'm tired of sitting down for now. Let's see. Ambar, hello there, my friend. Tarot by Taya or Tia. Hello, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you around here before. J-Lo, what is up? Yeah, well, thank you, J-Lo. I appreciate that. I'm like a proud comic book papa right now. I'm pretty happy with this so far, and it looks better than I was expecting myself to be able to generate. So just so you guys can see it a little bit better, this is just the first. Oh, whoop, I just realized there's a piece that I didn't erase over here. Gotta get that. I like having everything nice and clean looking, so I can get rid of the sketch layer now since you guys have seen it. It's Tia. Okay, Tia. Musings of a Mystic. That looks a little bit more familiar. I got my mint oil and honey tea on deck, so it's going to be a good day. And everybody's hitting the like button as soon as you show up. That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much. All right, so let's just go on. Oh, so look, if you see, I'm going to show you all a little. This is where my head is at with this comic book idea. 2-sentence horror stories where the story is revealed little by little, like each panel reveals a little bit about the story, and the more, you know, like as you you're supposed to start at the top as always, and don't look too far down into it until you've read it and gotten there, because the last scene is always going to be exposing what's really going on in the scene. So if you look at this, if you just look at this part, you see the woman's yelling at the guy. I'm going to add a little bit more shading on this too. But you see, you might not notice what these black tendril looking things are, but they show up in every frame that she's in. And he's just sitting there getting more and more anguished. And as you're seeing this also, you see this little beep here as well. And you see the beeps throughout the panels, and you also see the little black tendrils squirming around. And at the end, you see that she's dead, and something black and tendrily is sort of worming its way into the room and wrapping around her. The idea being that she's being taken by death. And you can also see a little scythe-like shape in the background there that indicates what's going on. I'm not sure. You all tell me if there should be a little bit more suggestion as to like that being the Grim Reaper or something like that. Let me know if that reads the way I think it reads, because I'm entirely not sure. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start doing what I came to do, because I do, like I said, I've got 2 hours to play with over here. At the 2 hour point, I will be signing off no matter what, because I made a promise someone very important that I would do so. So, here we go. And you all feel free to chat, hang out, ask me any questions you want, say whatever you want to say, within reason, of course. And I will respond as I can. Just keep in mind I will be spending most of my attention on doing this artwork stuff here. Jessica Bullock, hello there. Yeah, I want to hide as much subtlety in this as possible in these little things that I'm going to do. Yeah, this brush, it's not a super high res brush. It's in Procreate. It's called the Syrup brush. Not super high res, but I like the look of it for some reason. And yeah, I wasn't feeling super confident when I first started doing these, but now that I'm doing this one, and I think it's coming out pretty good. And I've also, since, I use I don't know if you all know this, but I use a Galaxy Note phone. My last 3 phones have been Galaxy Note devices because of that pen that it comes with. And with the pen, I'm able to actually just at any time and anywhere. Hello there, Angela, my dear. Good to see you. With the pen, having a pen in my phone, at any given moment, I can simply whip the phone out and start sketching something if I really need to. And that is an extremely useful thing for me personally to have. Let's see. And again, this is all me playing this stuff by ear. I have no formal training in this. But I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos and reading a lot of comics with the express purpose of learning how to make my own. And like I said before, I got a lot of anatomy study that I need to do, some figure drawing that I need to do, which I also plan to do on stream in the future. And yeah, that's going to be pretty fun as well. Yeah. All right, Sam. Go feed those kids. That's definitely got your priorities in order. That's good. I'm glad to see that. I'll add that there. Yeah, even like lighting and shadow, and it's basically you got to have a solid grasp on physics if you're doing stuff like this, because it really helps to know how light is supposed to work and what looks right. All right. Okay, there we go. So you can be all messy and everything when you're putting these things down, and then later you go in and clean everything up. Been having a lot of fun with this though, honestly. Happy Friday indeed. I've been waiting for this, day for about 6 days now. See, this is another thing I need to get under my belt. The ability to copy my own drawings, like to redo stuff that I've done in a convincing way, reproducing characters, stuff like that. Something I've never ever been really good at, but I know I can be good at it. I just need to put in the time and energy it takes to get there. I seem being super messy right now, but it's all good. Some people even leave the messiness on their in the completed work, and there is some room for that, for sort of having that rustic look. But I prefer to be on the cleaner side if I can. See, so and then I go in and clean up these little lines. Man, this thing is, I'm very glad I thought of using this. Okay, see that little spot right there? That's a no-go for me. I gotta go in, once I see that, I gotta go in and clean that up. See, there you go. Most people wouldn't notice that, but I would. I mean, people that are reading the final product are not gonna notice that. So I have a bunch of these that I'm thinking about doing. I scripted out one, or sketched out, like sort of thumbnailed one today on my phone. And it was the one, I don't know if anybody remembers, the one with the person falling into what might be a bottomless pit. I thought of that one. That would be a super quick and simple one. And I also thought about doing one with someone who's underwater for an extended period of time and are wondering why they haven't drowned. I tried listening to a bunch of, I downloaded like 2 or 3 two-sentence horror story videos on YouTube to hear what other people, because all the ones that I've written are wrote all the ones that I've read on my channel I wrote myself, and I think almost all of them, maybe 1 or 2 that someone else helped me out with or gave to me. But I was listening to them, like the ones I guess probably came from Reddit or things like that, and a lot of them are really give me these kind of like edgelord vibes about them. I didn't like them. So, you know, like they were, first of all, they're kind of cheating by using a whole bunch of super long compound sentences that I personally think is a kind of a cheat when you're talking about two-sentence horror stories. The whole challenge is about making a simple narrative with 2 actual sentences, but people have all these loopholes that they try to use. So there was that, but then also just a lot of gratuitous violence, I guess. But I mean, mostly it was just the way it was just too intentionally intense, if that makes sense. You know, like talking about people being chopped up and dismembered, like people that are not adults, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like, okay, that it doesn't even, it sounds like you're just trying to shock people and use shock value or shock value, right? Is that it? It's not shock factor, shock value. Yeah, it's kind of just cheap shots with shocking stuff that I kind of find annoying myself. No disrespect to the writers of those stories, but I think they can do better than that, personally. I believe in them more than that, more than the need to use this gratuitously shocking language and imagery versus just giving. When I do those, not that I'm like the master or anything, but when I do 2-sentence horror stories or any horror story, but especially 2-sentence horror stories, my main goal is to leave the listener or the reader thinking and imagining the scenario that I described in the story. Rayuk X, what is up, my friend? Yo, Mr. X, how you be? Hope all is well. All is well, and it all got a little bit weller thanks to your generosity, my friend. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're officially a sponsor of this video, and sort of a sponsor of this comic. Yeah, okay. Let's see, what else do I gotta do here? Okay, I gotta, yeah, lost my place there. I was so excited about the super chat. Let me check the chat, actually. Oh, I missed a few people. Primal Werewolf, what's up, my friend? Alex. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I've already started, since I just recently, yeah, throw something else on. Since I just recently started this whole drawing thing, I realized, hey there, Mr. Dan, what is up? I realized that it's definitely going to sort of take a toll on my hands, or on my left hand anyway. As you know, I am left-handed. But I think it's worth it. I definitely am enjoying the process of creating comic imagery and developing my comic book art style, because the way I normally draw, it's a little different. Oh, we got a new member, J-Lo. The world famous J-Lo member, writer. That is awesome, my friend. Welcome to the members. Actually, that means I need one more member, and I will be able to add a new custom emoji. A couple weeks ago, I added the Hell Doge, and that was just an idea that I had a while back, and I made it, and you all were awesome enough to, a couple of you joined right when I said, hey, I need 2 people to join, and I will be able to unleash the Hell Doge emoji. And someone did. And I think that's probably my favorite emoji that I've done for the membership channel, the membership features. Yeah. Oh, snap. Yeah, see, Mr. Dan now has a gray werewolf skull. There's a bunch of red werewolf skulls in here. There's a couple that have gray skulls that have been members for a while now. And trust me, it gets cooler. It gets even cooler as you go along. All right, so now, see, I'm not sure how to do the shading over here, but I'm going to try my best and see how it turns out. Just kind of have to use what little natural sensibilities I have for shading. Never been a really good shader myself, but I'm just hoping that this whole process of doing this will help improve my skills. The Walking Dead, believe it or not, is a huge influence on my desire to even do this whole thing. Hey, Dark Somnium, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, man, hope you're well. Your art is amazing. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot, because you are quite the impressive artist yourself, my friend. If you all don't know Dark Somnium, which I'm sure you all do, he's way more prolific than I am. This dude, he does it all. Kind of like me, but even more stuff. If people think I do it all, this dude, it's freaking all kinds of crazy stuff. Super talented guy. Make sure you check him out if you don't already know what the deal is with my boy Dark Somnium. Appreciate the super chat, man. Hope you're well as well. Hey, Alex, get on that sponsor train, my boy. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Awesome. Man, what's that currency again? Danish krone, is that it? You gotta correct me if that's not it, man. Yeah, so if anybody who's maybe jumping in since the last time I mentioned this is basically a rendition of a 2-sentence horror story that I wrote. So yeah, she should be mostly in shadow over here, I think. See, this is where Procreate's magic comes in. I'll be able to, like, do this big shape and fill it in instantly. So I can do that. Boom. See that? Some good stuff right there. Yeah, that's right. Dark Somnium says, for anyone who doesn't know, Mr. X designed the original profile picture for my character on YouTube. That is correct. That was fun, and I was honored with the opportunity to help out with that, my friend. It was a very compelling design to begin with, and that's why I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get in on this and see what I can do with my own little take on it. And yeah, I still have that file. I actually look at it once in a while because I like the way it turned out. If anybody pops in here and hasn't seen like the full thing, or they don't know what I'm doing or what's going on, just let me know and I'll explain it. I'll explain it again, because I know every so often someone might come in and be like, what the heck is going on right now? See, I want to highlight this, so I'm using a little bit of a creative comic license to sort of unshade those areas where these tendrils are actually appearing against her body. Jennifer Ward, hello there, my friend. Yeah, I appreciate the donation, Alex. Very nice of you. Hope all is well over there on your end. You're very far away from where I am. All right, yeah, here we go. So see, now you could kind of see. Maybe I should add a little bit. Maybe I should just shade her whole face here. That kind of makes more sense, since she's sort of in the dark, and I kind of want some light to be coming from behind her. So, another thing I wanted to explain is the fact that I kind of want my artwork to have I want to develop a distinct style with my artwork, specifically with my comic book artwork. And so there's probably going to be a light coming from there and then a light coming from behind them as well. What was I saying? I know I was saying something. I just sort of blanked out for a second there. Light sources. Oh yeah. Trying to develop a unique art style for my comic endeavors. And this is really helping me figure that out, like see what looks good, figure out the quickest ways to do what I want to do. And you all are kind enough to hang out with me while I do that. So I appreciate you. Yeah, none of this is going to be perfect, but I'm learning, I'm doing my best. Yeah, I keep starting these diatribes and then not finishing them. I apologize for that. I still got to get used to doing an activity that's using like a large portion of my brain while also holding a conversation. I've never been super great at that. Hopefully this process will actually help me get better at that as well. Because believe it or not, there's lots of times where someone's trying to talk to me and I'm doing something else, and I should be paying attention to them, and low-key sometimes I even act like I am, but I really can't. I have to rely on my... Whoa. Sorry about that. That's my sister. 1 second. Hang on. All right, sorry about that. That was my my little sister, who is a pretty big YouTuber right now, way bigger than I'll probably ever be, and Instagrammer, and I think even TikTok she's pretty big on right now. Y'all might remember her from when we did our... I think I did one live stream with her. Might have done more than one. We did a stream to help raise money for my mom a couple of years ago before my mom passed. That was a fun stream, even though it was, you know, kind of somber because of obviously what was going on at the time. But yeah, love her to death. Thanks for not dropping off of the stream when I was talking to her. I didn't want to ignore her call. I haven't spoken to her in a while, just making sure everything's cool. I know a couple of you are familiar with her. What was I going to say? Don't remember. See, for some reason I have this feeling I want to... Oh yeah, what I was talking about at some point, I don't know if this is the last thing I was talking about, but I was talking about how I'm using these little bite-sized projects to hone my skills and figure out how I like to do backgrounds and how I like to do this and how I like to do that. Once you actually start getting into something, a project like this, drawing comic books, for example, you start to realize, number one, how little you know, and number two, how much there is for you to consider. Like what I'm doing right now, this like second layer of shading, I kind of knew that I would probably be doing that because one comic book that I love that does that is The Walking Dead. And the way I kind of like the way they're able to use that to suggest shapes and things like that. It's a very brilliant and nuanced type of artwork. And it's part of that's sort of what I'm striving for is some level of simplicity and readability for people to be able to kind of, obviously everybody who's an artist wants people to be able to interpret accurately what is being attempted to be conveyed. But if I can get people to get my point with what I'm trying to say with these things, like, for example, this weird Grim Reaper-esque energy coming out of the background here, I want that to come off the way I want it to come off. I'm just rambling right now. You guys are gonna have to excuse me. Ooh, got some new people coming in. What do we got here? Yeah, Angela says, I couldn't talk and do art at the same time. You can do art and sing along to music easily. Yeah, I could probably do that if I really wanted to, because you're not really engaging or communicating, you know. Yeah, Lori, it's both the two tasks. It just puts my CPU, my mental CPU, into the red line. And yeah, yes, my sister is gorgeous. Yes, thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. I'll let her know that you said so. Kami, what's up, my friend? One of these days we'll probably stream again together. Yeah, almost everybody's, seems like almost everybody's hit the like button, which is awesome. Yeah, the codec ringtone from Metal Gear Solid, pretty much the only ringtone I ever use and have ever used. Mary C, hello there, my friend. Good to see you. Be safe. Going to that birthday dinner. Infinite Psychosis, what is up? Oh, cool. Dark Somnium sent you. Well, I'm glad to have you, my friend. This is not the usual thing that I do here. This is a brand new thing that I've really never done before. But usually, you know. And hey, Dark Somnium, thanks for sending someone my way. That's awesome, bro. I appreciate that. Let me see here. I'm probably gonna just suggest that there's a floor surface back here. See, it's all about suggestion, minimizing the amount of work that you actually have to do, using the power of nuance and suggestion. That's your lesson of the day. If I was qualified to give lessons on something that I myself am not super good at yet, but I will get better. I promise. That is a promise. Because when I really want to do something, I usually keep working on it until I do get good at it. So if you haven't heard this already, because you just recently came into the stream, this is I got about a little over an hour left because I'm on a hard time limit today. This is the comicatized version of one of my 2-sentence horror stories that I wrote a long time ago. And in order to prepare for my magnum opus, which is going to be a graphic novel, and I just decided on all this like a couple months ago. I just developed this passion again for making a comic book. Always wanted to, and I never had a solid enough idea that was fleshed out to the point where it could become a graphic novel. But now that I've got one, I really need to kick it up into high gear and develop my skills to the point where I can actually make it happen one day. So that's what I'm doing now. I decided to hone my skills, figure out how I'm going to be doing backgrounds and people and panels and all that kind of stuff. What better way to do it, I thought, than creating a micro narrative on one page. Because I was seeing all these YouTube artists saying, hey, start with a small story, you know? And I said, yeah, that's cool. I'll start with a small story. But every time I try to come up with a small story, it's like I can't control it. It just goes nuts, and it starts becoming way more than a small story. It just blows up bigger and bigger. And then before long, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, this is now intimidating to me, and I don't have what it takes to be able to deal with this. Yeah, I really need to work on my shading. That's definitely a must. I want everything to be consistent, and everything to look like it's all one work. Yeah, I don't like that right there. I'm gonna just get rid of that. Okay, Antonio Doe, what's up, my friend? Oh, yeah, Alex, the join button, that's a membership. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. Oh, Infinite Psychosis, you said you've drawn 5 comic books before just for fun. That's awesome. How many, how big are they? Or were they big projects? Did you take a long time to do it? I'd like to know that. Luxors 2090, hello there, my friend. Good to see you. And Infinite Psychosis as what software? This is actually, what you're seeing right now is my iPad. It's the video from my iPad. I basically have a capture card connected to the iPad, and it's showing the screen of my iPad right now. I just came up with this technique not too long ago, and I'm loving it because it does everything I need without saddling me with a whole bunch of extra stuff, no extra equipment, nothing, no extra desk space for me to accommodate this. Worked out really well, and I'm having a blast with it so far. You see, there's so many shortcuts that I could be taking right now, but I don't know them yet, honestly. And hopefully as I do this and gain this experience, I will learn out of necessity a lot of the shortcuts that I would learn if I went to like an art school or something like that. That's my hope anyway. So you got to differentiate the background from this death tendril here. And I spent probably the first. See, what you're looking at is about I would say 8 hours of work or so, just because I was fiddling around with it. Oh man, you know what? I could show you guys the replay. Yeah, there's a decent amount of people. All right, how about this? Next, next time, what do you call it? Oh, missed some stuff. Hello there, Dark Phoenix. Julia, hello. Dark Somnium said, I'm gonna hop off to work on some new stuff. Shared your stream. Hopefully some people come by and say hi. Talk to you later. Should collab soon. Yes, we should. Pay for some commissions from you for a video. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna have to DM him on that. I seem to have missed. I think I missed him leaving, but glad to see him. Always glad to see Dark Somnium. Super talented young fellow. Now he's probably my age, but you know, he's got a very youthful vibe to him, very energetic, and wonderfully snarky too when he feels like it. There we go. See, I don't like these little. I do a lot of what they call pixel peeping with these when I'm working on stuff like this. See, I think I'm going to try to keep this shading on the blockier side, just to make it easier on myself, because you get the picture. I think you get the picture, even if it's not super ultra detailed. I do want to give some decent amount of detail though. See that? That was a clean stroke right there. Pretty proud of that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Infinite Psychosis says the comics weren't big projects. Long time ago, wasn't as good as this, but it was fun and violent. That's cool. So I'm going to be, when I do my real comics, they're going to be very violent. Richard Holloway, hello there, my friend. Thanks for joining me over from Dark Somnium's request. I appreciate that. Good to have you over here, just hanging out, drawing a comic based on a 2-sentence horror story that I wrote a few years ago. Good to have you here. All right, yeah, see that? See, as long as you get the general gist of what I'm going for, I think we'll be good. It's definitely not going to make all the sense in the world, because I'm just not really good with shading yet. Like I said, I will be, but right now, today is not the day. So I'm kind of thinking there's like a light, like up here or something, but there's not. Maybe I should color in more of that. Not sure about that. Let's see. The good thing about digital is you could just super easily switch things up, change around whatever you got to do. Yeah, I like that. I like this brush. It's a good little brush. All right, switch over to the eraser. Bring back those beautiful locks. So another thing I realized I'm terrible at is hair. This hair looks like a dead octopus. but I did my best here. I'll do better in the future as I learn more about that specific art form, the art of drawing hair. I need to be able to suggest the shape of the hair without drawing like a million strands of hair, if that makes sense. Yeah, definitely a very chill experience on most of my streams, and I have the wonderful dreamers to thank for that. It's always, I've literally never had a bad experience with the dreamers here, and honestly, most of the time, literally 99.9% of the time, not even joking, even random strangers can't mess up the vibe here. And hardly ever try. A couple of times somebody's tried to mess around and get on my nerves. And back in the day, that used to happen a little bit more often, but it has not happened in probably a couple of years, I would have to say. Yeah, throw that there. And maybe a little suggestion here. Why not? Okay. I think that's about all I'm gonna do with that. Wait. Yeah, this needs to be brought up to par a little bit. All right, so okay, look, I think you could see it now. There's the full piece. Now, I want to learn cross-hatching. Like, if you ever seen a lot of comics have that kind of cross-hatching, what do you call it, type of shading. Never been super good at that. I really need to practice it a lot, but I haven't gotten into it just yet. Oh, can I set my mid-tone shade to a pattern, like hash mark? I don't know. Is that possible? Hello there, lady. Welcome from Dark Somnium. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I gotta check that out. I've never really tried in earnest to do cross-hatching. But, you know, I will try it, and I will do my best to get good at it. But I need to look that up. I'm gonna look up that whole, what do you call it, mid-tone thing. There's probably like, if I look up like a manga tutorial or something like that, it probably will show me something along those lines. I'm glad you like my voice, lady. I appreciate that. That is a compliment from a stranger. I'm always down to take compliments from strangers. Hopefully you won't be a stranger after today. There's no need to be. We could be friends. You could become a dreamer. You will be most welcome here, my friend. All right. Yeah, I definitely gotta work on that. And someone asked, what's the story? Okay, yeah, if you didn't see it yet, here it is. So as a lot of y'all know, Dexter, what's up? Oh, awesome spelling of Dexter. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, thank you, lady, for subscribing. Welcome to the Dreamers. You are now officially a dreamer, my friend. Great freaking spelling of the name Dexter. Love it. Welcome. This is not a normal stream. I'm just doing something new. Yeah. I hope your parents had the wisdom to name you that for real. And it's not just a moniker, because that's pretty epic. Yeah, definitely. Okay, just had a tea bubble come back up in my throat. You guys probably heard that. It's all good. Yeah, I got like 30 of these 2-sentence horror stories, and I am going to be working on improving my efficiency with them, turning those into comic pages. And man, got a lot of bubbles in here today. Yeah, I hate mouth noises. You guys got to forgive me on that. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of them, and check this out. One thing, oh, by the way, this is Procreate, by the way. Somebody asked that, and I totally forgot to mention it. So let me show y'all the process here. This was me just sketching something else. I was going to do like a picture of Ken from Street Fighter or something like that. So this is how I started. This is how I started the process. Totally random, and you're gonna notice something kind of funny about the male character if you really pay close attention. Yeah, Procreate is one of my favorite apps of all time for everything. So if you look at this, I sort of planned out the panels. I sketched them out probably more than most people do. More than most people do for their storyboards or whatever they call it. I think it's called a thumbnail. But because of the particular skills and lack of skills that I have, I just chose to do it in a certain way. Like I said, I'm terrible with hair. And you're about to see that. I mean, you can see the guy, the middle area. This area is a complete mess. I kind of said, you know what, screw it, I'll come back to that later. And you'll also see how I really changed everything up kind of at the last minute. You'll see a huge difference in the way it is, and I took that opportunity to sort of move the characters where they're overlapping the other panels. To me, it seems like an advanced technique, so I always like to try to throw things like that in when I can. Oh, I'm like so late with these comments. Yeah, it's a moniker. Yeah, I would definitely name a kid Dexter with a Q. That's pretty cool. Angela said, honestly, I'm sitting here doing data entry, and it's therapy to hear you talk and jabber away, so ramble, tell stories, reply to chat comments, all good. I'm glad somebody enjoys it. Thank you very much, Angela. I appreciate that. Let's see. Infinite Psychosis, you said you're going to check out Procreate, I assume. It's a super awesome app. For $10, this is one of the craziest deals you could possibly get for $10. I believe it's $10 on the Apple App Store. Yeah, lady, I recommend it. Dexter, 10 out of 10 name right there. Master Panda, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Several YouTube videos on shading with patterns in Procreate. I'm going to actually, I'm going to look that up right now. I'm going to add a couple of those while you guys look at this time-lapse situation I got going on here. Okay, Procreate shading tutorial. Oh, look at that, I got a message from Dark Somnium. I'm gonna reply to that soon. Clipping masks. Shading with patterns is what I need to find. Oh, that's cool. Did you find anything in particular with shading with patterns? I should probably just type that in. Shading with patterns. Can't find it. I'll look into that later on, though. If you see one, Lori, a really good one, please do send it my way somehow. I'll find it. Oh, noise brushes. Okay, oh, you might have missed it, but see, this guy, he wasn't gonna be a curly-haired black guy, but I decided at the end of the last second, I was like, you know what? I don't know how to draw any other. That's the easiest type of male hair that I can do right now, so I'm just gonna give him a nice little curly borderline afro and call it a day. And that's what I did. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. Let's see, Ryder FTW, been absent-minded ever since the aliens took my brain, can't focus on anything since. Well, that's unfortunate. I hope that's a joke. Oh, Angela also, I was going to read this when I just got distracted. Yeah, Procreate is way easier than Illustrator. I tried Illustrator and I never really got the hang of it. And I don't use Adobe at all anymore because I have Procreate. I use Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer for everything I need that I would have used Photoshop or Illustrator for. So I'm pretty much divorced from Adobe at all. This is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to be standing during these videos, or during this video. I might have to do this more often. Yeah, I definitely am going to be watching videos on drawing hair. Yeah. Now that's really awesome of Dark Somnium to suggest people head over and check me out, and it's even better that you all did it. Great. That's awesome. I appreciate y'all. Ambar is labeling kindergarten Chromebooks. Mouth noises aren't even noticed. That's funny. Yeah, I gave him a little fro because I was like, you know what? I won't have to do any texturing or any weird stuff like that. I just want to get the comic done. And it really doesn't matter what kind of hair this guy has. It's just, he just got to have hair. So I did that. I'm glad you like it, lady. Yeah, them damn aliens. James Taylor, hello there, my friend. I'm well. I hope you are well as well. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. I think this video is probably going to go up. It's going to go up as a normal upload or public after this anyway, so the like button would be appreciated. All right, so this still got to do the background now. The background, like the way back. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, so let's find out together. Throw some rain sounds on for a little bit. I'm wondering also, should I add some kind of texture to this Grim Reaper thing in the background here? All right, let's see. Right now, I'm literally just messing around and trying to see what I'm gonna do next. Oh my goodness, Mr. Epic Gamer 420, yo, take my money, 'cause why not? You just made my day, my friend. I'm happy to see you. I don't know that we know each other, but I appreciate your kindness. That's amazing. Thank you so much, my friend. Very much appreciated. A lot of love from strangers today, huh? That's a lot. That's like getting a little emotional. That is pretty epic. Everybody's making my day today. Let's see here. Make them smoky. Yes, that was epic super chat right there, my friend. Thank you so much. Let's see here. MI Skies. Oh, I did not greet you, did I, my friend? I think I saw you a second ago. Hello there. MI Skies, good to see you. You have a very interesting dream or vision that felt like a vision of the future. Please elaborate a little bit on that one. Yeah, somebody's, yeah, Mr. Epic Gamer 420 just made it rain, for sure. It's all friendly competition, right? Okay, so wait, what was I doing here? Threw me off. That super chat was so epic that I literally forgot what I was doing. Okay, what am I doing? No, that doesn't look good, does it? I kind of want to do like a border of some sort around this, that kind of gave me an idea. So let me clear that out. I'm not sure what to do behind them. So I will probably, let's see, let's do this. Airbrush. I want to stick with black and white right now. Don't think I'm going to go to, whoa. Mr. Epic Gamer 420 says, now I will retreat. Have a good day. You have a great day as well, my friend. That's, who is, oh, is Mr. Epic Gamer 420 a known character in the YouTubosphere? What's going on there? The death squiggle needs to stay flat black, more ominous that way. I do like that idea. Wow. Oh, so this is one of the Somnium crew members. That is, well, they lived up to their name right there. Have a good night, my friend. Dexter's asking about Somnium's art. No, the only art that I did for Somnium was, well, 2 pieces. I did his first, well, not first, but Avatar, where it was like that the logo with like the slashed face with the head, and then later I went and expanded that design to an entire body, and both of those are designs I'm super proud of, especially the body one. That one came out really good, and he used it for quite a long time. Yeah, so you guys all know Epic Gamer. That's a good person to have on the squad. That is really nice. Yeah, definitely made it rain. I'm feeling it. All right, so what was I doing here? I am trying to decide how to do these backgrounds. I want to do it in a way that's not going to make me have to do a whole lot of work, but I feel like I'm going to have to do a lot of work anyway, because there's really no way for me to do this without having to go in and erase a whole bunch of stuff. Which I wasn't looking forward to doing, but you know, sometimes you just gotta put in the work, I guess. I know there's gotta be a better way to do this stuff. Gotta be. But if you see, okay, maybe I can do this. Do an airbrush here too. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Actually, it kind of gives a little bit more depth to the characters as well. Ooh, okay. All right. Are y'all seeing what's going on here? I don't know if you can see this, but this is working out pretty good. It's giving it a little bit more depth. I like the look of it. I mean, it's not all of it's going to work this way, but some of it is. Yeah, y'all see that? Giving a little bit more, giving a little of a gradient kind of thing. Lord Raiden. Hello there, my friend. Isn't it funny that we were just talking about how we don't get trolls here, and then here shows up one. Speak of the devil, as they say. That's funny. It's all good, though. Man, I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. Just realized I'm drowning my veggie garden. How's that? That's pretty crazy. How are you drowning your veggie garden, though? You gotta let us know there. Lori. Yeah, definitely want to save that garden. Oh, he put the design on merch? I think he did tell me about that. G1 Stewart, perhaps try the Frank Miller style negative space. I gotta research that. It sounds like it makes sense. I just don't know specifically what Frank Miller's negative space style consists of at this point. Thank you for the suggestion, though, G1 Stewart. Sin City. I definitely need to look at that one again. It's been a long time since I read Sin City. What I'm reading right now is The Walking Dead. Now that it's actually done, I'm reading it, and well, it's been done for a long time. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't really. I started reading it back in the days when I was in Afghanistan, and I never finished it. And now, because I haven't seen it, it's new to me. Yeah, I read like the first 100 chapters of it, and then somehow I fell off of it. I'm not sure why, because I've always enjoyed it. I always liked it and had a tremendous respect for that long-running story. Yeah, I think I'll just do it like this. This looks a little lazy now that I'm seeing it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how my style develops over time, because it absolutely will, and it must. Thank you, Ambar, for taking care of the troll. Yeah. Optimus for T-Mass? Well, I don't know why I said Optimus. Opium for T-Mass. Hello there. Like the style reminds me of the old Tales from the Crypt comic books. Man, I can't say I'm familiar with those. Probably, my mom was pretty religious back in the day, and would not have let me read those, to be honest. And I guess I just never, I wasn't even really aware of them, to be honest with you. Let's see, what is that? How does that look? I feel like I could do a little bit better here. Maybe add a little bit of intrigue there. I need to add something there. Whoa. What's going on here? I think my, hold on. Stand by. I think I gotta reset my thing here. Having some technical difficulties. This has happened before. 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right, got it back. I didn't notice that for a second. Man, my mods are putting in work today. That's pretty good. VTubers. What is a VTuber? If someone could explain that to me. Seven white lights wrapped around the sun began to spin so fast that made a yellow ring around it. Tried leaving, but only got 3 blocks and car stopped. Military. That must have been terrifying. Yeah, that's too small of details. Just want to add like a little kind of like dust particle like things here, just to give it a little bit of intrigue. Not intrigue, but you know, little visual differences, information for you to look at. And I definitely need to find out more about this pattern usage, because I know that's possible in some applications. I just don't know which ones. I mean, I just don't know how to do it in this one. Okay. All right. I think that's where I'm going to leave this one. Everything else will. Okay. Well, see, this is what's messing me up a little bit. There's got to be something. There's got to be something back here to show. To sort of like. Oh, I have an idea. I've got an idea. I wanna draw some type of mystical energy, attention around this Grim Reaper area. So I'm thinking maybe I use white airbrush to fill in this, to make it like this outside of this room is bright light. See what I'm saying there? Hopefully you all feel where I'm going with this one. Yeah, there we go. That's giving me more of the vibe I was looking for. Gives a little bit more of a impact to what's happening here. A VTuber is an online entertainer who uses a virtual avatar generated using computer graphics. Oh, okay. Yes, I know. I'm familiar with that. So there were giants in your vision. Am I skies? That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. I was just listening to the Giant of Kandahar story with, or as told this time by Mr. Ballin, a popular YouTuber slash TikToker right now. Oh. Very interesting story regarding giants. No, where was I? Where does this go? Okay, that's what I need there. Uh-oh. Why does that look like that? Okay. I gotta check my time. Remember I said I only have 2 hours to play with today. Gotta cut my hair, jump in the shower, and then go on about my day. Got reservations tonight that must not be broken. Yep, see, I caught another thing. These are things that I would be very upset if I didn't catch them before. Because I'm very particular about my stuff. And I think I need to take off some of these shadows here, or this one in particular. Don't really like. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. All right, I think I'm done. I think we're good with this. Y'all tell me what you think about it, because I'm about done with it. And maybe I'll give you all a preview of the next one I want to work on. All-time favorite game, Metal Gear Solid, the first one. Yeah, this is all out. Okay. I got, whoa. Goodness gracious. I got 26 minutes left. That's unexpected, so I might have time to get started on the next one. Why not? All right, so before I do that, let's go through like the cinematic version of this. Let's do it like this. And I'll read it out like I normally would. She was furious when her boyfriend wouldn't answer her. She spent nearly a minute yelling at him before she noticed. Beep, 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 beep. Her own body lying in the hospital bed. I'm very happy with this. All on one page, a quick, short story. I'm feeling it. Yeah, I can't have that straggler there. Okay, so I kind of have to, all right, I'm going to do something here. I just realized a problem I'm going to run into if I don't fix this now, because I kind of want the background to be pure white. I turn the background, the brightness down, because of the fact that I don't like drawing with a bright white just shining in my eyes. But for this area, I might do a little of that, so you could kind of see. Wait, yeah. So you can see the brightness coming from this dark area a little bit more. And then I will simply erase this stuff right here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come up with better techniques, and what you all have done by holding me accountable and keeping me honest and watching and hanging out while I go through these processes, you've helped me more than you could ever possibly imagine. Because it's very easy for me to just sort of kind of back up and give up on things sometimes, or just not follow through with them in certain circumstances. But when people are watching and they're kind of paying attention, it definitely helps me to be a little bit more consistent, and I do appreciate that about you all. Let's see, this is the part where I just start adding in a bunch of stuff and probably going further than I should. I don't normally seem to ruin things this way, but it does happen. It has been known for me to go a little bit overboard. And I am going to make a conscious choice to stop right here. Wait, not here, but like right here. Yeah, like here. Okay, there we go. That'll do. That's good. That, to me, like I said, it's not great. It's not the best. I mean, I think it's really good. I'm happy with it, but it's it will get even better. We'll put it that way. So stand by one while I pull up something. I need to duplicate this so that I can show you what I have in mind for the next one. It's in my Google Drive. It's a little sketch that I did on my phone earlier, and okay, here we go, here it is. All right. Don't want you all seeing anything on my device that you don't need to be seeing. Okay, so I'll just put this up here. And everything else I will hide for the time being. Actually, you know what? I'll double check and make sure that exists. Alright, so I can delete all the rest of this stuff. Actually, I'm not going to delete that. I'm going to keep that. And actually just clear them so I can use the same naming conventions for my next page. See, this one is going to be easy. It's going to be very simple. I might do this one on stream, or I might start another one next time I stream. I don't know. We'll see. Delete that one. All right. Yeah, this is not super exciting, but we'll get there. All right, so take the panels off. This one is really just going to be like one panel. Crap. I'm so bad at this. Keeping up with the chat. Swamp Dweller, what's up, my friend? No, I'm not a doctor. No, he's probably gone already. I didn't even listen to him when he showed up. Mommy Mao, what's up, my friend? Another great member. All right, everybody likes it. Okay, man, I asked you a question, then I didn't even look to see what you all said. Flip it. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm terrible right now. Sassy the Sasquatch. It's duping time. Yes, it was duping time. It came and went. And yeah. Who said I watched Toonami? I certainly did back in the day. I don't use Reddit that much. It's just I don't know. It's never been super into Reddit. Okay, it is yours. Exciting. Yep, no more duping time. All right. Let's see. What's a disciplinary? Is that like a disciplinary action statement or something that happens in school? Seems like you probably work at a school if you're dealing with kindergartners' Chromebooks. Ambar. Okay, so anyway, this one says, what was it? Yes, I probably will do like some kind of horror series or something with these. That's my thought anyway. My favorite anime, Cowboy Bebop, easily. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. I'm looking for that story, or the one that you're looking at right now. Okay, yeah. The wind feels so nice running through my hair. I wonder if this pit really is bottomless. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to add to keep this little guy in here. The little guy right there, I might just get rid of him because the real feeling I want to convey with this is, the real feeling I want to convey is just the sense of falling. And he's falling towards, obviously, a possibly bottomless pit. He's been probably falling for days. That's the way I envision it. So real quick, I have like 14 minutes left, and I'm gonna have to apologize to Swamp Dweller for not acknowledging him when he showed up. I don't like when anybody shows up on my stream and I don't say hi to them. It's always makes me feel rude. Sassy the Sad Squatch. That is the correct question when referring to the live action Cowboy Bebop, because it's I choose not to believe it. All right, yeah. See, this drawing is going to test my anatomy skills big time, because I don't have much in that department. Uh-oh. Wrong layer. Why is this like that? Okay, there's that. This is what it's supposed to be. Technical pen. Yeah. And why is it black? Why is it not black? Okay. Yeah, this is weird. It's not supposed to be doing that. Well, I don't think it's supposed to be doing that right now. Hey, what the heck is going on here, man? Alright. No, still no. Yeah, I don't get what's happening right now. Oh, wow. That's why. Okay. See, this is what happens when you have the tendency of sometimes being not smart. All right. So you're going to see my process of how I plan out a figure. It's very rough, very rudimentary, and very, dare I say, unskilled. I'm challenging myself by doing this perspective, because I'm really not very well versed in it. But a man can dream, right? See, that's not where I want that to be. I want his mouth to be open a little bit. It's probably going to have to be open that way. See, it always looks really crazy and messed up until it doesn't. That's what you got to remember about some things in life. They might look crazy as hell for a while, but eventually they will clean up and do what you think they're supposed to do. I think that should be about right. Mob Psycho 100, I've never seen that one. I've heard a lot of good things about it, I think. Yeah, here's my lack of good hair drawing coming in. So the hair is probably going to do the hairline. Then I'm going to go down here and then do that. Yeah, my whole anatomy situation is kind of jacked as well. I gotta get better on it. And like I said, I will. Promise. That is a promise. Trying not to make him look like Vegeta with his hair blowing up like that. And I had the idea of making him look kind of skinny. Oh, Ebola, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Kind of want him to be a little on the slimmer side, so it kind of suggests that he's been falling for like a really long time, where he's becoming sort of emaciated. One Punch Man was really good, the first couple seasons at least, and it started slowing down towards the whatever the latest episodes are. I don't even know. This one, yeah, this is going to be my practice, like extreme anatomy practice, because I want this guy to be very the muscles to be very articulate, or I want to be very articulate with the muscles and the shading and the skeletal structure and everything. I want it to look really good. Now that I think about it, I wonder if this guy should be naked. I don't know if I'd get in trouble for doing that. Maybe if I sort of do it not a roundabout way, but like have the area sort of be obscured in some way, like it's just blowing. No, I can't do that. Yes, belly button. It's got to have the root, though. The root system down there, as some of you might be aware. Was it Joe Rogan one day was talking about the D word, root, calling that area of the anatomy? That had me cracking up. I don't watch Joe Rogan much anymore, but back when I did, that was hilarious. Still is hilarious. Or that's still hilarious anyway. Oh, I didn't know that Mob Psycho 100 was the same as the same makers as One Punch Man. Didn't know that. I haven't played that many Legend of Zelda games. I think the only one I played A Link to the Past, and the one with the wind fish. on the Game Boy Color. That's the main one that I played. Trying to figure out how to do this perspective on for his leg. I kind of want it to go back, like recede away from the viewer. Maybe it should be like this. And then go off into the distance. See, because I don't really know what I'm doing, when I'm trying to draw something in perspective, like a limb or something like that, I kind of have to cheat a little bit. I'll draw like concentric circles getting smaller and smaller, and then just sort of tease my way towards what I'm trying to do, instead of just do it the real way, which I don't even know. Okay, maybe I can actually obscure this guy's junk by just using shadow. You know? Who's gonna stop me, huh? I don't think any of you are gonna try to stop me. So might as well. Yeah, see, he's losing some muscle tone in his legs. He's didn't go into the hole this way, but this is what he is now. Got some nipples on there. Throw that there. Maybe I should give him some really long armpit hair. And I definitely don't want to shy away from doing the hands either. So I might shrink this down a little bit so that I can make sure that I put the hands in there. That's where that hand would be. This hand. Man, I didn't even plan this out. Look at that. I'm just being so lazy. This should be going probably this way. And something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Sad Squatch, I see your comment, and I'm not going to show it, but I don't hold it against you. It's a good joke. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, James Taylor, you're asking a lot of questions, James Taylor. Are you you know where I live or something? You gonna try to rob me? Want to know what consoles I have? That's personal information, my friend. Okay. But I am a Sony person. I am a Sony guy myself. Haven't had an Xbox since the original Xbox 360. Yeah, okay. So, I think, let's see, this sketch, I might be done with this sketch right now. Well, I mean like the original background one. Or, okay, let's see if I can close this down a little bit. Or bring it down a little bit. Uh-oh. Time's up. Okay. I think I made some good progress here. I'll work on the oh man, I should probably change or get rid of the video from this one. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. It's gonna eat up my memory too much. Purge that, and then we could start back again with that. Alright, so here we go. Hey, what's up, Fitz? I was almost going to say something that would blow up your spot a little bit, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm about to. My alarm just went off, and I made a promise. Hold on, Fitz. Before you go, though, I want you to see the comic that I made. This was a comic I made out of a 2-sentence horror story that I created a couple of years ago, and I basically used it to make a comic. And hope you guys liked this or enjoyed it. I'm really hyped about it. Thank you. Hold on a second. I gotta. It's just a one-page. It's just a one-page comic, based on a 2-sentence horror story, which is in the comic. If you want to read it, I'm gonna go and look at my super chat donations, and where is that? Because I got to be able to thank everybody that donated today. Wow, yeah, it's not showing me. Okay, well, I'll find them. Mr. Epic Gamer 420. Whoa. It's not showing me. The live chat, okay. No. It's not showing me anymore, the super chatters. But hey, if you did a super chat, and I know Alex did one, I can't think of the other. There's like 2 more people. But I hope you all know that I appreciate you very much. Thank you all for being here, hanging out, and helping me work through my process. It was a lot of fun, and I very much enjoyed that. Hey, James Taylor, no worries, man. I'm not telling you to apologize. You don't have to apologize or anything. I was just having a little bit of fun there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to obscure the junk area somehow. Maybe you'll get a little silhouette or a little glimpse of it or something, but I'm not going to go full cowboy on them. But hey, all the people that hit the like button, which is a lot, everybody that stopped by, thank you all very much. My back is starting to hurt now, and I'm gonna get out of here. It's good to see you all. There's a video coming out Monday. The next 3 Mondays are pretty much gonna be good to go. And yeah, hope you all have a great night, and I'll catch you next time. Love you guys. Later.